Hi guys, welcome back to Warthog Defense. I'm Seat. This is the best place to be for the Ukrainian update. And yet another mass graveyard for Russian armor and soldiers emerges, this time in Novomikhailivka. Russian forces continue to be decimated in large numbers, especially when exposed in open fields. This road of death south of Novomikhailivka in Donetsk is just the latest chapter in Russia's grim tradition in this war. Over 20 Russian vehicles have been eliminated along this small section of the road.
Ukrainian warriors of the 79th Brigade repel another zombie charge in Novomikhailivka. Destroyed vehicles can be seen scattered around the battlefield from previous attempts. After losing 25 main battle tanks and infantry fighting vehicles, attacking Novomikhailivka from the west, Russian invasion forces attacked Novomikhailivka from the south. Here you can see the result. The Ukrainian army says, in the Avdiivka direction, the defense line has been stabilized in the Tonenka, Orlivka, and Berdichi districts. The next days will show if this is the case. Crossing fingers. A Russian soldier involuntarily leaked information to Ukrainian partisans. The soldier wanted to show that the neighboring Russian unit had poor training. To make his point, he shared a lot of relevant content with a Ukrainian partisan unknown to him. Here is just an example. He died when partisans acted on his information. The Ukrainian 81st Airmobile Brigade destroys Russian heavy equipment near Bilohorivka, Luhansk region. Russians use buggies instead of infantry fighting vehicles to assault Ukrainian positions. Probably they assume that those buggies are more difficult to hit with artillery or drones. The Russian infantry is dropped directly on the very front line and tries to create a foothold similar to Russian traditional meat assaults. In this video, Russians were killed one by Ukrainian drones. Unfortunately, we can't show you the video, although we have it. An American Mi-17B5 and a Ukrainian Mi-8MT are firing 122mm S-13 unguided air-to-ground missiles at enemy positions in the Bakhmut sector. The footage was released by the 18th Army Aviation Brigade. Anders Nielsen, military analyst and naval captain at the Royal Danish Defense College, considers two main scenarios for events in the third year of the major war. The optimistic scenario: Russia is a year and a half ahead of Western allies of Ukraine in preparing for a war of attrition. The Kremlin regime recognized the need to put Russian industry on war rails much earlier than the West. Nevertheless, the Russian economy is currently at the limit of its capabilities. The majority of military equipment and ammunition produced in factories are not new but refurbished and restored Soviet-era items. When the warehouses are emptied, production will sharply decline. At the moment, Russia is financing the war by burning through its savings, so it is impossible to maintain a stable economy in the long term. In addition, there is a risk that the Russian economy will simply overheat. Competition between the private sector and the army forces wages to constantly increase, which could lead to uncontrollable inflation. Prigozhin's mutiny and the repression that is beginning to take on a massive character point that the regime might not be as stable as it looks. This instability will grow also because of the growing casualties on the front, which at some point will reach a critical point, possibly affecting public opinion. To summarize, time is not on Russia's side. It now has an advantage over Ukraine, but that advantage is temporary. Russia is already at the peak of its capabilities, while Ukraine and its allies are only increasing their production. The pessimistic scenario, indecisiveness, and lingering by the Western countries will lead to a drop in production and military aid, causing Ukrainian military-industrial capabilities to remain below Russia's. At the same time, Russia might start provocations against NATO countries so that they focus on their domestic agenda and finally stop helping Ukraine. Of course, scenarios are just predictions based on certain factors. They may or may not come true, and the likelihood of any scenario becoming reality depends a lot on the amount of effort invested. One thing is clear: full-speed delivery of weapons to Ukraine remains key.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. It seems that Ukrainian defense is stabilizing on several fronts. We will see that in the near future. Stay with Warthog Defense, comment, like, subscribe, become our member, and stay strong.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.